Going a little bit off topic today. I was supposed to be talking about Facebook, but actually I only have like 10 minutes. So I really want to drill down on something that is powerful and still provides you value, because it's about showing up. And I said I was going to do this every day for 100 days, and that's what I'm going to do. So guys, if you have any questions, as always, please let me know in the chat. But this is a topic I wanted to broach when maybe I didn't have as much time, but it's about getting critical information out there. So I'm talking about the secret to success in your marketing is what I want to talk about today. And what I mean by that is, we work with a lot of businesses here, and from all walks of life and from all all the different industries. But there's common threads that tie all these businesses together, especially when there's marketing, and there's some secrets, and they're not. I mean, this is a bit clickbaity as a title, but these are just my thoughts on what I see the successful business owners that really take advantage of marketing do versus the business owners that don't maybe necessarily get the results or what they're looking for out of their marketing experience. And the first thing I want to cover off, thanks for everyone who's joining me today. Make sure you jump in and say good day in the chat. Like I said, it's a big time commitment, me jumping on every day and having a chat. But hopefully I can drop a few bombs for you today because I'm probably going to fire from the hip a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't offend anyone. But I think sometimes there's too many people in this industry that just fluff around and touch on the edges, but don't really shoot straight. So I really want to shoot straight with you guys. So the first secret to success in your marketing, and I'm talking about you as a business owner or as a startup or whatever, just the person doing marketing, is consistency. The amount of businesses I speak to, I see that are looking for a silver bullet when it comes to marketing. It astounds me, actually. We're all told, marketing is no different to anything else. It's about showing up and being consistent with your messaging and the marketing efforts that you do, and you will reap rewards at some point in the future. Marketing isn't a silver bullet for bad business practices. It's not going to fix your business overnight. And the marketing isn't going to work overnight. Very, very few marketing techniques work instantaneously or work in a very, very short time frame. Almost none do. There's always a lead time to setting them up, and there's always a lead time till you start seeing a return. You don't. There's so many business owners that think that marketing needs to happen. Marketing for them is a knee-jerk reaction to a stimulus. Whether it's I don't know how many websites we've built where they've come to us because they've lost a big contract, and that's the trigger for them to actually build a website and do it. And then they want the website done tomorrow because they've lost business. And it's like, well, actually have the foresight. If you're in business, you have good intuition and you have good foresight, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to duck when other people dodge, and you probably wouldn't be able to stay competitive. Have the foresight to go, okay, well, I haven't had a reason to do it now, but I'm seeing the markets moving to new websites and stuff. I better do mine too, and get in front of this wave. Don't be the business owner that loses a $300,000 job and then goes, oh, we need a website tomorrow. I need you to build it in 4 weeks. I need this, that, and the other. I need it done straight away. And then you just get desperate and find someone that doesn't do good work because they promise you whatever the hell you want to hear. And then you end up building some crappy website that's not going to do the job anyway. So it just frustrates me when I hear business owners, have a knee-jerk reaction to a stimulus and then want it done straight away to fix that stimulus. When a little bit of foresight and foreplanning you could really stay in front of that wave and maybe not have that thing happen to you. So that's the first thing I want to mention, is just having the secret to success in marketing is realizing that it's not a silver bullet, and it's something that takes time to develop and do well. Because there is a lot of people out there that will promise you whatever you want to hear. So if you basically say to them, oh, I want to get a website tomorrow, oh, I need results quickly, there's people who go, yeah, I'll get whatever, just sign here. A good marketing agency, a good partner in your marketing will basically try and set expectations properly so that you don't get bad outcomes. So you can plan appropriately. And if it's what I'm offering is not going to fit your short-term strategy, well, then that's cool too. I'd rather not burn bridges and set realistic expectations. It's like we're working with the company at the moment. We just started again with them on a new project, and they said to me, "Oh, we need to see results quickly." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool. What we will do is quite quick at generating results, but you also need to set the expectation with your boss because he was a marketing manager. You need to set with your boss that it takes time to set this stuff up. I'm not going to be able to set this up tomorrow. I'm not going to have this set up by the end of the week. Be realistic about the timeframes, and then you can plan around that as a business owner." It was some of the biggest advice that I was ever given was when I was in agriculture, and I had my boss tell me, never, if you're going to be late to something, that's fine, but just let the person know so that they can do other things while they're waiting for you. There's nothing worse than rocking up late to something and you haven't let the other person know, and they've literally been sitting there twiddling their thumbs. That's why I'm so big on expectations and communication, because as a business owner, you need trusted advisors around you that are going to tell you sometimes what you don't want to hear. And marketing is no different to that. Sometimes you will hear in marketing that there is no quick way of fixing the immediate problem you have. And, it's not only 5% of the marketing agencies or people in marketing will tell you that. The other 95 will go, yeah, sure, we can get you whatever, and then just take your money and hope you don't kick up a stink. But I think it's important to surround yourself with people who set realistic expectations. So that's the secret. That's the first secret is realistic expectations of what marketing can and can't do, and that it's not a silver bullet and it takes time to set up and do. The second secret to marketing is having a partner, trusted advisor, or a partner, a marketing, someone you partner with in marketing that's going to shoot straight with you and sometimes tell you things you don't want to hear. Someone that's going to tell you good and bad stuff. That's the second secret to marketing. You want someone that's not going to just be a yes man, because at the end of the day, the marketing agency, the people doing the work have all the experience. It's very difficult to work with business owners that are assholes. And I'm not asshole, people who ask people's opinions and then don't action them or don't do anything about them. Why engage a marketing agency that costs thousands of dollars if you're not going to take their professional advice? You don't walk into an accounting firm and go, "Oh, are you sure that's how we do the accounting?" It's the same here. Yeah, okay, there's more information on YouTube to make you dangerous and educated, but I understand that it's full of scammers and whatever, and like everyone's trying to take your money, but it's a professional service, and there's people in this industry that spend a lot of time, energy, and effort being really, really good at what they do, and you really should listen to them and take their advice, and you should just work with people you trust are going to get you the results if they're committing to them. That's the other part of it. So don't be an asshole as a business. Make sure if you ask for someone's advice and you want to partner up with someone, you take their advice and don't second guess it. You either fully commit to marketing with the agency you're working with. And what I mean by second guessing is it's always good to do diligence and get a second opinion, right? But I don't want that second opinion to be yourself. And I don't want it to be based on something you watched on YouTube or something your mate down the pub told you. I want you to get a professional second opinion from another agency or another professional in the space and get an actual professional opinion. The amount of business owners that walk into this office and have asked me to just do some diligence on their behalf is probably disproportional to the amount of that other agencies get. But the reason for that is because I'm coming here every day and helping out, and they understand that I'm not going to sit there and take business from this other agency. I'm going to shoot straight. If they're doing a good job, they're doing a good job. If they're not, they're not. But it's important to trust the opinion of the people you're working with, or don't work with them. If you honestly don't trust the opinion and the professional opinion of the agency or the freelancer you're working with, then don't work with them. It's as simple as that. Work with people you trust explicitly, and then until they give you a reason not to trust them. It's every other business relationship's like that. Why should your marketing efforts be any different? So that's the other secret to the success in marketing is, finding a trusted advisor and trusting their professional opinion. So that's the other thing I wanted to cover off today. And the third secret to marketing is that there is a science behind it. It's not just all guesswork, and it's not just all feel and vibe. Marketing agencies, especially SEO, has this like bad perception that it's an dark art that's done in like guilds and like, at the end of the day, a good marketer has a lot of practical experience, and they're basing their judgments off experiments they've done either on themselves or just in their network and community. Part of the reason I'm able to get the success I do in SEO, especially, but in marketing, is because I have a very, very large network of people I know that if I don't know the answer, I can go and lean on other people to help me. And a good example of where that happened the other day is we have a solar company we work with, and our Google ads were just underperforming relative to what we would normally expect to see based on how we set it up. And it concerned me. I said to Cam in the office here, I have no idea why this one's underperforming, considering the same campaign is working well from an aircon. So we kind of knew what was the cause of that. And it's just saturated space, but we didn't want to just guess. We wanted someone else's professional opinion on this. So I reached out to a few people on the network who have worked on solar campaigns, and I got them to have a look. I said, can you cast a fresh set of eyes on this and see if there's anything that I've missed? And, we happened to come to the same conclusion. I spoke to the business owner. I set the expectations properly. I told him things he probably didn't want to hear, but then we were able to come up with a new solution that could work even better because we communicated. So I think that's the third thing I wanted to cover off. I've already gone over time here, guys. I really wanted to keep this one quick. Like I said, I just wanted consistency is a key with any marketing, and this is a marketing effort like anything else. I just wanted to keep consistent and get on here and do my daily live stream because I said I would, and I said I'd do it every day till the end of the year, and I'm going to keep to that word, even if I don't necessarily have that much to talk about. But guys, hopefully you found this valuable. Sometimes as a business owner, you are at the top of the spire and top of the hill, and sometimes it's difficult to hear things that you don't want to hear because you're not used to hearing it. Because if you're the top of the pile, then everything that's said to you is from underneath. But sometimes you need someone to go, wait a minute, like, yes, marketing, you've watched YouTube videos or your mate's done this, but like, I wouldn't tell you how to fabricate this metal box. This is no different. The tradie space works amazingly well like this, and it's what I use as an example. If you're a plumber, and this is why I like working with tradies so much specifically, but just any blue collar kind of person, is because like if you're a plumber and you need a Sparky to hook up your hot water system that you just installed, you don't go to the Sparky and go, oh, I need you to run this wire here. I need you to just do this here. You trust that they know what they're doing and that they're going to do it to the standard that they set. And then you work with the people that have high standards. So, plumbers and electricians and roofies and all that, they don't go to each other and go, oh, maybe you should run that wire there or do that. That's like, generally what you'll hear is like, that's their job. Like they'll know what to do. I'm here to do my job. They're here to do their job. Marketing is exactly the same. I appreciate input and I appreciate banter. I love teaching clients when I work with them and educating, but a lot of well, not my clients, but I had clients in the past. They're just like, oh, Jimmy, I don't think that's going to work. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what are your concerns? Oh, just watch this, this, and this. I'm like, look, based on my professional experience, this is it. Then they give it like one day and they're like, oh, Jimmy, it hasn't worked. I was like, you don't trust me. You don't trust that I know what I'm doing. And if you don't, and I'm very honest about this, and we've dropped clients because of this. It's like, if you don't trust me that I know what I'm doing, then don't work with me. Work with someone else. If you honestly don't trust the work I do, there's plenty of other marketing agencies that might be a better fit. I want to work with people that trust my professional opinion and trust that I'm going to get them the results that we set out. And I'm very, very open and honest, and I sit down with the clients and work out what those results need to be. And I make sure that the only clients that I take on are ones that I know that I can get the results for. It's as simple as that. So a bit of a rant, obviously. Apologies if it's not what you're used to from me, but I just want to shoot, I want to mix up a bit of shooting straight with some business owners and setting realistic expectations with the marketing agency they work with, because I think a lot of the times that business owners lose money on marketing and feel like they've been scammed or like lost money is unrealistic expectations or lack of communication with the company they're working with. It's not necessarily that the company they're working with doesn't have the skill or expertise to do it, but there's some disconnect between expectation and what the agency expects and what you expect. and or versus or communication. Something's lost in communication. That leads me to one last thing I forgot to mention, and that is don't be the roadblock to the freelancer agency, whoever you're working with. There is nothing worse than being held account to timelines and timeframes when you're not even willing to give the agency you work with the logins in everything, in the details and the photos or whatever they need to actually do the job. That is my biggest bugbear. And business owners that do that, it's completely disrespectful. And I appreciate that businesses are busy and good agencies will give you documentation on how to do this stuff. Like we provide documentation, but when a business owner fobs me off because they're too busy to give me the login details, but they're still going to hold me to account to timeframes, it really pisses me off. Actually, it's probably one of the most frustrating things I deal with as an agency owner is those business owners that are like, yep, I'll get you the logins. And then you don't get until 2 weeks later. And you're like, well, dude, I can't start until I get these logins. Can't access the account. And then after 2 months, they're like, oh, why we ain't got results? It's like, mate, I lost the first freaking 2 weeks because you didn't provide me the logins I needed. So don't be that business owner. Honestly, that is the easiest way to jag a relationship with an agency or a marketing, someone that's really trying to help you, is to faff them around and not give them the simple things that they ask for to be able to get you the results. And then if you don't provide the results, don't come crying to them when you don't get the results. I feel like sometimes we're at the call and beckon of the businesses, which we should be, but a partnership. So we have a set of core values here at My Online Guy, and we only work with other people that share those values. And one of those values is helpful. That is one of our core values. And it's a two-way street. Yes, we have to be like that, but the businesses we work with also have to share our values. Otherwise, it will never work. And I've lost out on a lot of money putting our values over a business owner that really just doesn't give a shit about us and what we're trying to achieve for them. They're more just like, oh, well, you supply us, you're a commodity, we'll just get someone else. And I get like, well, use someone else then. Use someone else and let someone that will appreciate the fact that we go above and beyond to help people get out of their way so they can use us and they can provide us the information we need straight away so we can make a start so we can get them really good results. Get out of the way and work with someone that's $500 a month who doesn't give a shit about you as a client because they've got 100 of them. That's really something that grinds my gears. I'm pretty honest about it with clients because, I just quite frankly won't start the campaign until I get all the logins because I don't start the watch on what we're doing until then either. If you're too busy to provide me the information, well, I'll just keep working on the clients that give me the information. And then as soon as you give it to me, I'm straight onto it. But yeah, don't be surprised if, you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs going, oh, it's been a month and a half, when actually it's only technically been a month because you spent 2 weeks trying to get us logins. And I understand if business owners don't know their logins and stuff like that, that's different. That's different because they're actively trying to do it. It's the business owners that just ignore you that really grind my gears. So guys, as you can tell, I'm pretty fired up now. I'm going to go because it's already gone way over the time I expected. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Hopefully you found this helpful. As always, let me know if I can be of help to anyone. And tomorrow we'll resume our regular programming with Facebook ads. But once again, guys, thanks so much. Any questions, just ping me in the meantime. Thanks.